Hi guys, it's Allie. Welcome to another Thrifty Thursday, where I visit a local thrift store in search of tingly items to share with you. So, if you've never seen Thrifty Thursday, there are 3 basic rules that I have to follow. Rule number 1, I cannot spend over $5. Rule number 2, the item I find has to be not only tingle-worthy, but also something that I will use for the foreseeable future. And rule number 3, each time I visit the thrift store, I have to bring something of mine to donate. Something that I'm not using anymore, but might benefit someone else. So, on this week's trip to the thrift store, I donated a sweater and some old linens that don't fit my bed, and an old diaper bag and an old purse. And what I found, I can't believe I found. I'm so excited. I found a Wilton, what's it called? Cookie Pro Ultra 2. And this is what's called a cookie press. And you use it to make little, what are called spritz cookies, like what you see in this picture. You use it to press out little designs, kind of like cookie cutters, but different. And I found this for exactly $5, and I knew I had to get it because I love to bake and to cook. You might not know that about me, but now you do. I love baking and I love making cookies especially, and I've never owned one of these before. I've never actually even used one, so I'm really looking forward to it. So I'll show you. Well, first I'll open it up. So there it is. There's the actual cookie press. And you see how it's clear? You fill it up with your cookie batter. And then all these little discs right here, you put those into the cookie press and they create different shapes of cookies. And I will show you on the back. They have a guide on the back of what each disc, what shape it creates. So these are all the different shapes. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to make some cookie batter and fill up my new Cookie Pro and make some cookies with you guys. Now before you say, Allie, you can't make cookies from a cookie press that you bought at the thrift store, I will have you know that I have already run it through the dishwasher, so it's clean. So don't worry. And all the little discs are clean too. I just washed them and put them back in the box. So I think the shapes that I'm gonna go with today, I'm gonna make some of these sort of rectangular ones, and I'm thinking that I'm going to dip them in some chocolate, maybe like half chocolate, and maybe I'll make some I like this design right here. Make some of that. And what else? Maybe one more. How about this little flower right here? I think those are the ones I'm gonna make. And after they're baked and ready, I'm gonna decorate them for you guys. So I'm gonna go make some cookie batter. Let's go make some cookies together. unpackaged my cookie press. So now I want to show it to you up close and show you some of the fun discs that came with it. So you place one of these discs in the bottom here. You screw out this bottom part and put one of the discs in. And then fill up the cylinder with your cookie dough. And then just grasp this handle here and press out the dough. Just like that. Now again, I've never used one of these before, so this might be a little bit of trial and error. But I'm looking forward to it. Let's look at some of these little discs. So it comes with, let's see, I believe, how many is this? I think this is 16 of these little discs. 12 of them are normal sized and 4 of them make mini cookies. I think this is one of the mini ones. And it just has these little holes cut out, and that's where the batter goes through. Oh no, this isn't the one I'm going to use. Today, anyway. But I like it. It creates a little hole in the middle of the cookie that would be good for, I don't know, filling with chocolate or jam, maybe. Some of the discs are holiday themed, like this one. This little Christmas tree. These cookies are especially popular at Christmas time. So this will be good when the holidays come around. This one is one of the ones that I'll be using today. So I'm going to set it aside. It's going to make a sort of flower, like a 4-petaled flower kind of thing. This one's an interesting design. I'm not sure how to describe it. Maybe you can imagine it. It's just a little shape. This is one I'll be using also. It's going to be a flower. Looking forward to this one. And I'm trying to find the last one. This is the third one that I'll be using. It's going to make that a little rectangular cookie. And I'm gonna make those, and then once they're cooled, I'm gonna dip one half of the cookie in some chocolate. That's gonna be delicious. Get the rest of these out. This one makes a heart-shaped cookie, which is cute. This one makes a little pumpkin for Halloween cookies. See, there's the stem of the pumpkin. Here are all the little discs, except for the 3 that I'm going to use. So I'm going to go ahead and fill up my cookie press and go grab a cookie sheet and get to work. I'll be right back. Okay guys, before we go forward, I just want to let you know that this part of the video had some really abrasive noises, so I couldn't edit them out, so I'm just gonna do a little narration here instead. So what I'm telling you about here is how, in order to make the rectangular cookies, I have to make sort of just one long strip of cookie and make little perforations in order to make individual cookies. And you'll just sort of break them once they're baked along the perforations. So, yeah, unfortunately, the cookie press was making some really loud noises right here. Okay, so I'm just sort of squeezing out the dough using the trigger on the cookie press. And that's... okay, there we go. So I just have to sort of click it repeatedly to create that long strip of dough. And it looks like I made it a little too long on that side. So now I have to go through and make some little perforations. And I didn't have a knife in the room, so I used the edge of a little tube of pink decorating gel, which is what I am going to use later to decorate the cookies. So I just go through and start making little perforations in the dough where I want each cookie to be. And this actually worked really well once the cookies were baked and I had to sort of break them apart. This worked great. So this is definitely the way to do it. So I think with this last one, yeah, I had to pick it up and put it on the other end of the strip. Okay. So now looks like I'm going to change out the disc, and I think, oh yeah, the next one I'm getting is the flower one that has like 4 petals. So I take that off and remove that disc. And then I'm kind of pressing the dough in there. So I've got the new disc. I'm going to place it into the bottom of the cookie press. And then I'm going to screw it back on. And yeah, because the cylinder is clear, you can see how much dough you have left, so I knew that pretty soon I would need to change out, or add some more dough. But I had enough at this point, I think. So now I'm just going to, I guess, place the cookie press onto the pan where I want the cookie to go, just like that. So this was making some really nice little click noises. Well, sort of nice. It would have been nice if it wasn't so loud and abrasive. So I'm sad that you guys are missing out on click noises, so I'll make some myself to sort of reenact it. Click. And click. And click. So the dough that I'm using is spritz cookie dough. These are what are called spritz cookies. And you want to use spritz cookie dough in order to make these instead of just regular sugar cookie dough, because it will hold its shape much better than regular cookie dough. So the recipe that I made, it makes a lot of cookies. I think it yields like 7 or 8 dozen cookies. I still have a bunch of the cookie dough rolled up in my fridge to use another day, because I didn't even use half of it for this video. So anyway, it's different from a sugar cookie. It doesn't taste as sweet, and it's got more of a kind of like a shortbread flavor to it. It's really nice. It's sweet, but it's not very, very sweet. And with a cookie press like this, you can also make kind of like more of a cracker, like a savory, like a cheese cracker. It doesn't have to necessarily be a sweet cookie. So I might try that. Oh, at this point I'm putting more dough in. I had kind of rolled it into a log, so I placed it into the cookie press, kind of pushed it down. And I think now I'm about to change out the disc to the other flower, the one that has lots of petals. Okay, and click. And click. And click. Oh, no. Click. And click. And click. And click. And click. And one more, I think. And click. Awesome. So you can fit quite a few of those on one cookie sheet. Okay. Well, now that this part is all done, let's go decorate the cookies. Anyways, so my cookies are all done, and now it's time to decorate them. So with these little flowery ones, I'm gonna use just this pink decorating gel. But then for the rectangular ones, I'm going to dip them halfway into this red chocolate. So let's get started. So this is red candy melt, and you can buy these in lots of colors. It's basically just chocolate. So I want to dip these about halfway and then let them sit here on this wax paper to dry. I'm going to do that with the rest of them too. Halfway. And let it dry. I'm really looking forward to trying some of these. In fact, I might taste one of them before instead of decorating it, I might just taste one of them plain. Okay, I want to cover this one a little bit more. There we go. My son is going to be very, very happy about all these cookies. He's a big cookie fan. And last one. Here we go. Alright. Okay, now it's time to do the flowers. So I'm just gonna use some of this gel to put some pink in the middles, I think. There we go. Just like that. And I want to do the petals as well. Little stripe. Even it out a bit. There we go. Pretty little cookie. This one's the sort of other flower shape. Need to be really careful because these are kind of delicate and they feel sort of crumbly. I don't want it to crumble up in my hand. Just gonna do the center of those. Oh. And maybe a couple little dots. Oops. of red chocolate on it. I'm gonna get that off. Okay. And do the center. Maybe do the lines right here this time. Oh, I like that. That's really cute. I think I'll do the rest like that. Uh-oh. Might be unavoidable. Okay. Leave it alone. Okay. I'm so excited that I found this cookie press because these came out looking so cute. I'm just constantly amazed. Ever since I've started doing Thrifty Thursday, just becoming more and more amazed at the kinds of things that you can find at thrift stores that people are willing to give up. And, I mean, the things that I donate are, perfectly good. They're just not really of much use to me anymore. So, I guess same goes for this cookie press and the brush set from last week. I guess they were just not really being used. Which is awesome for me, because I keep coming across all these great items. I'm really happy about it. Put some dots on this one. That's cute. I don't know if anyone cares that much, but I want to tell you, just because I'm thinking about it right now, about this new show I just finished watching the first season, the only season. It's gaining a lot of popularity right now. It's on Netflix. It's called Orange is the New Black. And it's so good. Oh my god. I'm totally sucked in, and for any of you who have been watching the show, you know that it's so addictive. I'm bummed out because there's just the one season out right now. I think they're filming the second season currently. So I'm missing it right now since I've just been watching it nonstop. But I definitely recommend it for any of you who haven't seen it, and if you have Netflix. It's about a young woman, who's kind of upper class, I guess, who has to go to federal prison for, I think, maybe like 15 months, a little over a year. just sort of a show about her time there and the people that she encounters. And it's sort of a comedy drama. It has Jason Biggs, and I can't remember the name of the main actress, but there's also I don't know her name, the actress who played Donna in that 70s show. She has a part in the show also. And yeah, it's fantastic. Really recommend it. So now I'm trying to get into Breaking Bad, just because everyone says awesome things about it. Apparently it's just like one of the best TV shows on TV. And I want to try it. I've watched the first episode, but maybe I need to watch a little bit more to really get into the story. So far, I'm not blown away yet, but maybe I will be. Okay, guys. Well, I hope that you have enjoyed this week's Thrifty Thursday. I had a lot of fun making my cookies with you. I hope you enjoyed watching me make all these cute little cookies. So, I will be seeing you guys again very soon. Good night. Hi guys, it's Allie. Welcome to another Thrifty Thursday, where I visit a local thrift store in search of tingly items to share with you. So, if you've never seen Thrifty Thursday, there are 3 basic rules that I have to follow. Rule number 1, I cannot spend over $5. Rule number 2, the item I find has to be not only tingle-worthy, but also something that I will use for the foreseeable future. And rule number 3, each time I visit the thrift store, I have to bring something of mine to donate. Something that I'm not using anymore, but might benefit someone else. So, on this week's trip to the thrift store, I donated a sweater and some old linens that don't fit my bed, and say an old diaper bag and an old purse. And what I found, I can't believe I found. I'm so excited. I found a Wilton, what's it called? Cookie Pro Ultra 2. And this is what's called a cookie press. And you use it to make little, what are called spritz cookies, like what you see in this picture. You use it to press out little designs, kind of like cookie cutters, but different. And I found this for exactly $5, and I knew I had to get it because I love to bake and to cook. You might not know that about me, but now you do. I love baking, and I love making cookies especially, and I've never owned one of these before. I've never actually even used one, so I'm really looking forward to it. So I'll show you. Well, first I'll open it up. So there it is. There's the actual cookie press. And you see how it's clear? You fill it up with your cookie batter. And then all these little discs right here. You put those into the cookie press and they create different shapes of cookies. And I will show you on the back. They have a guide on the back of what each disc, what shape it creates. So these are all the different shapes. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to